Lesson 5. What is God's purpose for the earth? 1. Why did God create the earth? Jehovah gave the earth to men and women. It is our home. Therefore, the first human couple, Adam and Eve, were not created to populate the heavens. God had already created angels to live in heaven. Rather, God took the first man and settled him in a delightful paradise called the Garden of Eden. Jehovah gave him and his future offspring the prospect of enjoying life without end on earth.
Psalm 37:29 reads, "The righteous themselves will possess the earth, and they will reside forever upon it." Psalm 115:16 reads, "As regards the heavens, to Jehovah the heavens belong, but the earth he has given to the sons of men."
Originally, only the Garden of Eden was a paradise. The first human couple were to fill the earth with their offspring. In time, they were to subdue the entire globe and make it a paradise. The earth will never be destroyed. It will always be mankind's home.
Psalm 104:5 reads, "He has founded the earth upon its established places. It will not be made to totter to time indefinite or forever."
2. Why is the earth not a paradise now? Adam and Eve disobeyed God, so Jehovah put them out of the garden. Paradise was lost, and no man has succeeded in restoring it. The Bible says, "Earth itself has been given into the hand of the wicked one." Job 9:24.
Genesis 3:23 and 24 reads, "With that Jehovah God put him out of the Garden of Eden to cultivate the ground from which he had been taken. And so he drove the man out, and posted at the east of the Garden of Eden the cherubs and the flaming blade of a sword that was turning itself continually to guard the way to the tree of life."
Has Jehovah abandoned his original purpose for mankind? No. He is almighty. He cannot fail. He will restore the human race to the way he meant it to be.
Psalm 37:11 reads, "But the meek ones themselves will possess the earth, and they will indeed find their exquisite delight in the abundance of peace." Verse 34 reads, "Hope in Jehovah, and keep his way, and he will exalt you to take possession of the earth. When the wicked ones are cut off, you will see it."
3. How will paradise be restored? Paradise will be restored on earth during Jesus' rule as God's king. In a battle called Armageddon, Jesus will lead God's angels and destroy all who oppose God. Then Jesus will imprison Satan for 1,000 years. God's people will survive the destruction because Jesus will guide and protect them. They will enjoy everlasting life in paradise on earth.
Revelation 20:1-3 reads, "And I saw an angel coming down out of heaven with the key of the abyss and a great chain in his hand. And he seized the dragon, the original serpent who is the devil and Satan, and bound him for 1,000 years. And he hurled him into the abyss and shut it and sealed it over him, that he might not mislead the nations any more until the 1,000 years were ended. After these things, he must be let loose for a little while." Revelation 21:3-4 reads, "With that I heard a loud voice from the throne say, 'Look, the tent of God is with mankind, and he will reside with them, and they will be his peoples. And God himself will be with them. And he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more. Neither will mourning, nor outcry, nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away.'"
4. When will suffering end? When will God bring an end to evil on earth? Jesus gave a sign to indicate when the end would be near. Present world conditions threaten man's survival, and show that we now live in the conclusion of the system of things.
Matthew 24:3 reads, While he was sitting upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples approached him privately, saying, Tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your presence and of the conclusion of the system of things? Verses 7 through 14 read, For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there will be food shortages and earthquakes in one place after another. All these things are a beginning of pangs of distress. Then people will deliver you up to tribulation and will kill you, and you will be objects of hatred by all the nations on account of my name. Then also many will be stumbled, and will betray one another, and will hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and mislead many. And because of the increasing of lawlessness, the love of the greater number will cool off. But he that has endured to the end is the one that will be saved. And this good news of the kingdom will be preached in all the inhabited earth for a witness to all the nations, and then the end will come. Verses 21 and 22 read, For then there will be great tribulation, such as has not occurred since the world's beginning until now, no, nor will occur again. In fact, unless those days were cut short, no flesh would be saved. But on account of the chosen ones, those days will be cut short.
During Jesus' 1,000-year rule from heaven over the earth, he will bring all suffering to an end. Besides serving as king, Jesus will act as high priest and will cancel the sins of those who love God. Thus, by means of Jesus, God will eliminate sickness, aging, and death.
Isaiah 25:8 reads, He will actually swallow up death forever, and the sovereign Lord Jehovah will certainly wipe the tears from all faces, and the reproach of his people he will take away from all the earth, for Jehovah himself has spoken it. Isaiah 33:24 reads, And no resident will say, I am sick. The people that are dwelling in the land will be those pardoned for their error.
5. Who will live in the future paradise? People who obey God will live in paradise. Jesus sent his followers to search for meek people and to teach them how to become acceptable to God. Today, Jehovah is preparing millions of people for life in the future paradise on earth. At Kingdom Halls of Jehovah's Witnesses, people learn to be better husbands and fathers, and to be better wives and mothers. Children and parents worship together and learn how to benefit from the good news.
Micah 4:1-4 reads, And it must occur in the final part of the days that the mountain of the house of Jehovah will become firmly established above the top of the mountains, and it will certainly be lifted up above the hills, and to it peoples must stream. And many nations will certainly go and say, Come, you people, and let us go up to the mountain of Jehovah and to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will instruct us about his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion law will go forth, and the word of Jehovah out of Jerusalem. And he will certainly render judgment among many peoples, and set matters straight respecting mighty nations far away. And they will have to beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning shears. They will not lift up sword, nation against nation, neither will they learn war any more. And they will actually sit, each one under his vine and under his fig tree, and there will be no one making them tremble, for the very mouth of Jehovah of armies has spoken it.